Lemuria saved, Aurora and friends caught a mirror bound for home. Instead, she found her journey never ends, as she awoke a child alone. A storm outside tossed and raged, had she arrived too late. Through clouds darked, the moon presaged a homecoming delayed by fate. Why were we summoned to this land? She asked Igniculus near. Firefly at my side and sword in hand, no evil have I cause to fear. Oh woe, my friends in the storm, their plight bodes worse. I must find them and remove this foul curse. Welcome everyone to Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, the Aurora playthrough on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. And yes, we are going to play through the game as Aurora from Child of Light. For those of you that don't know, Aurora and the Child of Light game are from Ubisoft. There is some pretty significant contention about that, but look at how cute we are. We've got a great sword, we've got very, very floppy red hair, we've got a sprite, we can't collect gold, and our HUD is wildly different. We get Helm Splitter, we get Parry, we also get Light Ray, which is this thing. It doesn't do anything until I target an enemy, but it is really cool, I promise.
Here, you got a sword in your possession. Go hit stuff.
Yeah, like candlesticks for mana. Haha.
Do your slam attack.
Last time we were on Bloodstained, I decided to show off the randomizer with Cloud giving us a defeat Jeeble Seed. So we were like really, barely showing off like about half of the castle. This time, because Aurora mode doesn't actually have a legal randomizer, and by that I mean an official one, we will instead be showing off the entirety of the castle, just from Aurora's perspective. I do eventually plan to do either a hard mode run, which I'm not really hoping to, or the other two additional characters runs for Bloodstained, because to be perfectly honest, I like this game a fuck ton, and I always go back to the randomizer, sometimes between once and twice a month. Especially because we just got new Journey crossover content that I cannot show in this playthrough because, one, Aurora doesn't get access to it, and two, it wasn't out by the time I recorded this. But it is out by the time we're recording this audio commentary. Interesting things to note about Aurora specifically. She has a higher base jump than Miriam does. I think she also has a higher base jump than Bloodless does, but we won't know for certain until... No, we won't know for certain... I don't know for certain right now. And Light Ray is ridiculously OP on normal. I'm relatively certain that Aurora gets access to hard mode. I don't know if she gets access to Nightmare, but the normal mode playthrough for Aurora is actually really, really easy because of how powerful Light Ray starts off and gets by the end of the game. Also, there'll be spoilers happening towards the middle of the playthrough. So after we take down a specific boss, Aurora because the developers don't actually do all that much customization with the maps, has got the exact same map that Miriam has got, and that includes all of the unbreakable walls and such. Thing is, there's very little reason to do castle exploration as Aurora, because although you can get interesting power-ups like this, where you get MP max up and HP max ups, that's effectively all the power-ups you're gonna get with her, unless you find crafting materials, because the crafting system from the normal game is over here and put to decent use. Not good enough use in my personal opinion, but decent enough use to where we can make Aurora slightly stronger with crafting materials.
Smash.
Yes. Circular greatsword. So what is new in the world of Cloud as we once again travel through the County of Minerva?
Yes, hello everybody. Well, we are having some Beyond Burritos. So if you've ever seen in the freezer section at your local supermarket, see what those very meaty Beyond Burger meat crumbles are all about. It's plant-based beef that makes an excellent taco meat if you want to make your own, like spinach wrap or red pepper wrap, whole wheat, white, whatever the hell you want to wrap up your sandwich with. Broil it up with your veggies, put some cayenne pepper on that shit, serve it up with guacamole, wrap it up, and watch the rest of it spill out. Delicious.
I wish I could actually, make burritos all that well, but I like having burritos, but I'm not good at actually crafting them. It is sad for me.
It's a mess,
And I don't like messy food in general, but burritos are tasty enough to tolerate the mess if you're eating them with a plate.
Bring napkins.
Bring napkins, maybe some silverware if it's too goddamn much of a mess, but it usually isn't that much of a mess.
And you know what you do when you go for your second burrito is you take the wrap and then you clean your plate off with it because of all the goodies that were spilling out while you were having your first one. So then you have a nice clean plate and it only gets slightly oily from the previous burrito as you're trying to roll it up and eat it.
Yeah.
Wash your hands often.
Alright, the wisp that is following us around is Igni. He's the reason why we have access to the light ray spell, and he will every once in a while attempt to do a slow spell on enemies, but he's very, very slow at it, and which is why at this point in the game it's relatively rare to actually see him actually hit anything with it. He will chase down and attempt to take out enemies with it, but it doesn't do all that much damage. The best thing it can do, honestly, is slow specific bosses, and slowing bosses is honestly a thing I didn't know you could realistically do until the Aurora playthrough. There are specific bosses that can actually be slowed. I want to say that Vepar is actually one of them, but probably not. Mostly because they don't expect you to have any slow stuff by the time you get to Vepar, so...
I like the little grin on this cute guy's face following us around everywhere.
Yeah, him's a mostly happy wisp. I mean, he can't hurt anything because his attack cycle is so goddamn long, but he's trying.
Yay! Good job! That's how you kill him.
Like so. The crafting materials that we're getting are actually very important, just not right now. For those of you that have actually played Child of Light, you may be wondering, well, is the spoilers actually going to happen relatively soon? And to an extent, there are some specific spoilers that are going to happen. I don't think that they happen in this part, though. I think this part is mostly us just going through Gallium Minerva relatively slowly. Mostly because I want to get some experience, because this was actually my first run through with Aurora. I did this playthrough actually blind, and I'm happy that I did it this way.
Well, you got a more candid experience.
Yeah, although it does bite me in the butt a little bit later.
See, the function of the blind Let's Play playthrough genre is to expose also that people who get tripped up by certain things may have these experiences shared by the blind Let's Player.
Kinda, but since this was actually recorded like several months ago, and I've already solved a majority of the problems that I had faced coming through. Anyway, here's our first fight against Vepar. You'll note that Light Ray has the ability to lock onto Vepar multiple times, and that is one of the main reasons why Light Ray is so powerful. Because if you can actually get Light Ray to lock onto enemy weak points, which Vepar actually has a few of, she just shreds through the early game. We upgraded our Light Ray spell. Yay!
That was easy.
Yes. Both Vepar and Zhang Wan are going to be actually really easy. I don't think that we actually end up... Ship run aground in lands forsaken, an empty town lit by burning fires, streets stalked by demons newly awakened, dark shadows cast by towering spires. Were her friends in this nightmare adrift? Aurora sensed them missing, near. I'll rescue them, return through what rift has mysteriously brought us here. On her previous journey, when first outset, she sought wings forged of stars in the sky. On endeavor to flight they did abet, a foundation on which her quest relied. Thus the princess set out, naught else to say, in hope stars once again might light her way. Yeah, that is a terrible hint for what we're supposed to go do. We're very explicitly supposed to rush ourselves over to go kill Velik. But you know, it's not something that that past Gerdat understands because Velik honestly doesn't have any real association with stars. He's just in a very tall spot. So like, you know. Yay, we have a slide.
Well, the quietness is a little out of place right now. There really should be a backing music track here.
Nah. Arvinville is always this quiet until you actually talk to the shopkeepers, and then we get a scene.
Ah, there it is. There's the background music. See, I knew he would find that flute around here somewhere.
And it's gone again.
Or is it a clarinet?
That I would actually qualify as a clarinet because it's a bit too heavy to be a flute. Hey, Johannes.
Well, it's either an oboe or an English horn.
No, this is nowhere for children. Yes, Child of Light takes place in a fantastic version of what would become Germany. If you locate your friends, I should be able to increase their rank, which will improve your chance of survival. Yay!
Oh my God, they're speaking in rhyme.
They are speaking in rhyme. The entire playthrough has got the ABAB rhyme scheme.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah. Thankfully, there's only a couple of conversations that Aurora ends up having. Like, I'm pretty sure she straight up just does not talk to Dominique, so. Although that's a bit of a spoiler because, you know, we didn't get introduced to Dominique pretty much at all during the rando run, so. Woo!
Well, I am pleased to hear that thanks to the non-random nature of this stock and quest game, that we will finally see the content as it was intended to be shown before people decided to, you know, almost make a mockery of it by putting together all these randomizers.
Well, for the record, the randomizer isn't a mockery of the content. It's the Bloodstained randomizer that I showed off specifically was the official one. Slice. Damn it. The whole reason why I'm checking the additional rooms is because I'm coming into this after going through a bloodless run where it's very, very important that you know where all the hidden rooms are, because specific shards and power-ups that bloodless gets access to are found in those hidden rooms. So, you know, it's really important to do exploration with bloodless. Aurora, it's important to do exploration, but not as much as it was with bloodless. We will eventually do a bloodless playthrough.
Get to play as the bad guy.
And whoop. But up here, there is in fact an HP max up and an MP max up. Yay! Alright, and in the next episode, we will continue on with the Aurora run for Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Be safe, everybody. Lots of torches.